Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 21 video, and today guys I'm going to be giving you a Festival of Football Path to Glory Team 2 prediction video. We did this last week for the Team 1. And I got quite a few cards right for it. I was pretty pleased, and we've come back, 14 of those cards are put into packs. I've come back with another 14 predictions for today. Of course the Euros is now into the second match game week effectively, so if they're going to give us a Team 2, which I think, you know, usually for the programs like these, they always go for two teams. They'll do one team 1 week, and then the following week they'll release Team 2. If they're going to do it, which it looks like they will be for Path to Glory, they'll have to do it this Friday. Otherwise, the Euros and the Copa America, they're way too far through the tournaments. You know, come Friday, most teams, certainly in the Euros, would have already played, you know, the majority of their group games. But yeah, so let's get straight into this video, and let's not keep it here for too long. So we're going to start off with 95 rated Eden Hazard. I think he can get one. I was thinking of going maybe like a Dries Mertens or a Lukaku, but they already have very high rated team of the season cards, and so I was thinking, okay, well we already have, I don't even know if we have any Belgian players at the moment for the whole, yeah we have Thorgan Hazard, so it'd be pretty cool to give ourselves an Eden Hazard. Hasn't had the most, you know, fantastic season for Real Madrid, does have himself a road to the final Champions League card, but that's pretty much it. So it would make so much sense for, you know, now to go and give us like, you know, for EA to go and give us like a really cool 95 rated Hazard that would still have the chance to become 99 rated. Now Belgium are about to play their second game, I think tomorrow. They already won their first game against Russia quite comfortably. They'll probably go far in the tournaments. We will see a Belgian player in Team 2, and it's likely to be a very marquee player, and I think Hazard is the perfect fit. I can't see De Bruyne, I can't see Lukaku or Dries Mertens because you already have cards that are like 95 and 96 rated. But with Hazard, it's already a nice 2+ upgrade on his 93 card, and I think that'll go well with the community on that one. Next one, Bastoni. Italy looks good against Turkey. Now, obviously, Turkey then play very bad today against Wales as well, despite me predicting them to get to the semi-finals, which is obviously really annoying for anyone that has that Yazici card, because he was a really fun card to be able to use. It doesn't like he's going to get any upgrades now. But Bastoni, with Italy, we already saw Verratti get a card available in Team 1 in packs, and we saw Florenzi get one as an SBC. It wouldn't surprise me that we see a third Italian player, because these big nations, Belgium, England, Italy, France, the teams that Portugal, the teams that are very likely to go far in this tournament based on what we've already seen, will have probably come this Friday, this Saturday, at least 2 or 3 Path to Glory cards. Italy, you know, if Bastoni was to get included, that would make it 3 Path to Glory cards for them. But obviously, we want to have the big nations getting nice cards. I think Bastoni would be a really good move. We've had a midfielder, well, we've had 2 midfielders now, and I was looking at the attack and I was thinking, there are a few options, but I thought we'll go with defense. Bastoni has that Future Stars card, but he's in that Italy team, he's fantastic, and having a 91 rate for him would be very nice indeed. And we continue with the centre-backs, Diego Godin for the Copa America. Now, interestingly, Uruguay have yet to play a game in the Copa America. Again, I was looking at quite a few players that we could get for that, and I thought I'd go with Godin because despite his age, he's still in the squad now. He doesn't really have too many high cards available in this game. He hasn't been given like an end of an era, or because he's still, I think he'll still be playing next season. I don't think he's moving clubs either, but he doesn't have like a team of the season or anything like that, so I think now's a good time to give him like a nice big racing, nice increase on his card, and hopefully he can get himself a few more upgrades, because you'd like to think that Uruguay can probably progress far in the tournament, so that's why I've gone with him. Calvin Phillips, I've had to go with him as the England player. I think that Grealish could maybe get himself like an SBC or something, but Calvin Phillips would be absolutely fantastic to be able to have. Was brilliant in that first game for me. He's going to be a guaranteed starter in that game against Scotland as well. Now obviously these players don't have to start the games, but I think obviously it makes it a little bit cooler if we have got players that are going to be, you know, starting a lot of the matches, and someone like Calvin Phillips is certainly going to be able to do that. You could argue that maybe Sterling could get one as well. I think it's going to be a toss-up between the two of them, but I've gone with Calvin Phillips. 89 rated to have a massive increase from his, 76 rated base card. As an 89 rated, that could go up to a, with the upgrades, if England were to go and win like 5 more games, he'd go to a 93 or 94 rated. And that would be superb. So Calvin Phillips there on that one. I've gone again with Alexis Sanchez. There are a couple players in this video that I predicted to be in Team 1 and they never got in there, but I'm predicting them again because we did see a few Copa America players get included into that first team. Vinicius Jr., Sanchez from Colombia as well. Now obviously there's going to be plenty more Euros players and Copa America players, but still definitely a few more Copa America players will get included. I believe Chile drew their first game. They're more than good enough, and we've seen it in the past in this tournament tournament. I think they've won it in recent years as well. They're more than good enough to be able to go far in the tournament, and I think Sanchez, it'd be a great time to give him a card, maybe even position change to a striker. We've seen quite a few of these Euro Path to Glory cards have position changes, so easily Sanchez could be up as a striker, as a 90 rated. Give us a fantastic Alexis. It's been so long since we've had a fantastic Alexis Sanchez card. Now is the perfect time for EA to give that to us. The next one, Paul Pogba, 94 rated. We know that France are going to go far in this tournament. They were good last night against Germany, in my personal opinion. Okay, their goal was an own goal by Hummels, but Mbappe looked absolutely superb for them. I was really, really impressed with them. They're going to go far in the tournament. 100% guaranteed. I can't see them not being in the final. I'm not saying they're going to win the tournament, but I can't see them not being in the final. I think defensively wise, they're so good. And Pogba himself in that first game, really, really good. Again, be a nice little increase. He doesn't have any team with the season cards. He has a Europa League road to the final that's 91 rated, so give a nice increase to a 94, maybe even to a 95 rated. We had 2 95s in the first team. We could easily have it again the second time, so 94 or 95 Pogba would be very nice indeed. Then we go to one of the off nations for the Euros, because we saw it in Team 1. We saw that Yatsitsi got one. We also saw Glovin from Russia get one, and it wouldn't surprise me if we saw it again. Now, Wales will be in the last 16. They just they just beat Turkey. They've already got 4 points. They're going to finish at worst thirds, and they will be one of the thirds. So 4 of the best 6 third place teams go through. Even if they finish in third, those 4 points, they're going to be enough for them to get into the last 16. Daniel James would be a really good card to be able to go for. Nice massive increase on his 77 rated gold cards or whatever at the moment. You could argue to give it to Bell as well, potentially, but I've gone with Daniel James on this one. 99 pace, that'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it, on this card? We move on to Austria, who got their first ever Euros win against North Macedonia, despite the goal that North Macedonia scored, which is pretty funny. But Austria were able to get themselves the win. They got 3 points, just like the Netherlands, so they're in a good position here. You'd like to think for them to be able to go through to the last 16. I predicted them to finish second in the group. If they get at least a draw in the next 2 games, they will go through either in second or third, you'd like to think. So go with Hinteregger, 91 rated, has that headliner cards. Give him a nice increase to a 91 rated. He could easily go up to a 93 rated, and he'd be a fantastic card as well, especially with an upgrade. Nelson Semedo from Portugal. I predicted João Felix for Team 1, but we've got Jota available as an SBC. I can't see them quite going with another attacking player from Portugal at the moment, so I thought, we'll go defensive. We'll go nice and Semedo. Give himself a nice increase. He never got any upgrades of that ones to watch card, I don't think. Or maybe he did. I can't exactly remember. But I've gone for 89 rated of him. Thinking about it, I think he might have had an inform as an 85 rated. In which that case, this card could easily be 90 or 91 rated. But yeah, he'd be pretty good. He played the first game as well over João Cancelo. I think he's got a few problems with COVID or something like that. So he would be pretty nice. Then Alvaro Morata. Now, Spain dominated that game, certainly in the first half against Sweden, and in the second half it was a bit boring. Sweden defended very well, but Spain, first half were exciting to watch. It just wasted so many chances. Second half was it was not an entertaining game. It was very boring to the point where, I always like to try and watch as many Euros or World Cup games because the tournaments only come around every so often, but I found myself just sitting there with 10 minutes to go. Just switched off the game, and I was glad in the end because it still finished 0-0. It was just boring. But Morata, I could have gone with João Moreno. What with Morata in the end, because I think João Moreno has a team with a season card. Morata doesn't. It'd be a nice little increase on his 88 rated inform. It'd be pretty good as a card. I still think Spain will. I think they can easily still get 3 wins in this tournament. Win the 2 final group games, which they're more than capable of doing. Win a knockout tie. This card goes to 95 rated, and he's going to be absolutely lights out. So he'd be nice. Getting towards the back end, Lucas Ocampos for Argentina. We saw that Acuna was included in the first team, and this would be the perfect link. Lucas Ocampos and Acuna linking up together, midfield to the attack. And he had an 85 rated rule breakers card, and he hasn't really had much since that early promo. I think he had an 84 man of the match card as well. But as a 90 rated, he'd be nice. And obviously, despite them drawing the first game, they're still going to go far in this tournament. 3 more to go. Richarlison, who I predicted in the first video, and back of him again. Brazil will definitely get a second player in this team too, just like with Vinicius in that first team. They're a nation that are probably one of the favourites to win the whole tournament, now being the host of the tournament as well. So I thought we'll go Richarlison on there. He could even easily be 92 rated potentially there from EA. The final 2, Gravenberch had that 82 rated milestones card, and I think it'd be really cool now. He's a part of that Dutch team. It'd be really, really cool if they gave him an insane increase and up to a 90 rated. I know he's a fan favourite within the community, so EA might certainly recognise that. And I know there's a lot of cards that are from better leagues and higher rated, but I think he would be one of the most sought after players if he was to be included in Team 2. This is a card that could like be just unreal in this game, so I thought he'd be a nice inclusion as a 90 rated. And we finish with SCHICK of the Czech Republic, who could very well now easily get through to the last 16. They've already got that 1 win as well. You need 2 more wins for him to go to a 90 rated. He scored that amazing second goal, also scored the first goal as well, so I thought we'll put him in there. He might be available. Is he like an objective potentially? Who knows? But yeah, guys, that is all 14 players that I think could be available as part of Path to Glory Team 2. Let me know if there's anyone that I have missed out. And how many will I get right this time? I got like almost half the squad right last time, I think. So, or at least near half the squad, which is pretty good. So hopefully I can get better with these predictions and get even more right. But yeah, anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.